All right, balls of steel. Today I'm gonna do the assembly for the lat pull down low row machine. All right, so the tools you guys will need for this assembly are going to be a 17 and 19 millimeter box end wrench, a 17 and 19 and a 14 socket end wrench. You just need the 14 socket or a 14 box end, either will work. And then your trusty hammer or mallet. All right, so I went ahead and kind of pre-assembled a bunch of this, the frame basically, or step one. That way this video doesn't take an hour and a half to watch. It should cut time probably in half, and some of this is pretty self-explanatory. So the frame itself are these two sides with the middle in between. On the top plate here, there is an outside bracket piece with bolt 2 up top, bolt 1 at the bottom. It then connects to bolt 1 at the bottom here with nothing at the top, and bolt 2 here threads into the frame. These are 19 millimeters, and bolt 1 is pretty much gonna be the majority of the frame. So let's go on down to the bottom here to explain our frame at the bottom. For the frame here at the bottom, you have a bigger outside plate, bolt 1 top, bolt 2 bottom, bolt 1 through the frame here. Make sure the nut is on the top here. And once again, this is a 19 millimeter. You then have these bolts that are bolt number 4 that go through the frame with this piece here at the bottom, an extra bolt plate piece. And then your bolt number 11 is actually on the bottom here and screws in or threads into this bottom silver piece here. So it's bolt 11 on the outside, and then bolt 4 is through your frame, just like bolt 4 is on your frame up top. The last connection of the frame is bolt 1 here through the upright, and then attaches to the seat portion. Now we're gonna take piece number 34. I already have one of the wing nuts on the outside. We're gonna slide it through the frame, and then I can take my other wing nut. The kit actually comes with an Allen key. I just lost it, so I'm gonna use my own Allen key to tighten this bolt on. Now I'm gonna take my bottom bolt number 11 and actually thread it through that piece. Now I'm gonna take my 14 millimeter socket and tighten that up. I'll put my other bolt number 4 through the frame, and you can go ahead and tighten down. It is a 17 millimeter. Now I'm gonna put my rods in to the slots on the bottom. These don't fit smoothly up top. Simply loosen that bottom number 11 just a little bit. But I've got good clearance here. And now I can start hanging weight. Start with your pucks first, your rubber pucks, and then you can put your weight on. So I'm gonna put my rubber pucks on, and I can start throwing 310 pounds on this thing. All right, now I'm gonna take my center selector rod, put her on in. I'm gonna take my top 10-pound weight stack, put that on. And then I can simply take my number 19 pin, pull up on that top stack just a little bit, and it's gonna go through this top pin. So you're gonna line it up, take your trusty hammer, you're gonna smack that number 19 till it's all the way through. Next, I'm gonna cover that hole with my 10-pound plate. So now the hole's covered and the pin will stay in there nice and tight. Now I'm gonna take my silver piece number 35 and screw it in. I went ahead and put this, this lock on there that's got the Allen keys. I called it a wing nut earlier. Comment below what the actual name of this piece is, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, just comment below and correct me, please. Tighten that in, and these are already tight. Now I'm gonna take my top bracket, slide it on, and this will actually sit up top to hold these plates in. But I gotta first grab some number 4 bolts. Take those number 4s, put them through the frame up top, and then slide your bracket on up. This will center everything. Tighten on down with your 17. Stendo. All right, so I went ahead and left this up top because you kind of need 2 people or magic to hold it while you put the bolts in. But you have your 2 side pieces. It uses bolt number 1, which is 19 millimeters. Leave it loose so you can get these aluminum wheels in up top. Now I'm gonna put the support plate in on these 3 bolts. It's bolt number 7, 17 millimeters. Slides through, but this goes in the center first. I would leave this all loose and then tighten it later, otherwise it's gonna be hard to get those wheels in. And then while you're here, go ahead and put a 7 through here. This is what holds your cable intact. Instead of flipping over the top, the cable goes through here and it's held from going over the top with this bolt number 7 here. All right, now we're gonna start with our cable, our screw thread cable. It has to go up through here first with an aluminum wheel and bolt number 7. As you can see, it's clearly marked. So we're gonna put that up through there. Make sure it's on this side of the cable or the bolts up top. And you can slide that bolt through. So now we're gonna go over top, put our wheel through here with the bolt number 7, put our 7 in, once again. Now this goes over top, over that wheel and down through the hole, the first hole. Okay, now I got my aluminum wheel on with bolt number 8. Go ahead and throw the other side on. You can throw the washer and nut on, but leave the bottom wheel off and loose. So we're gonna go through the bottom here, and then we're gonna wrap back up to the top. Go and let that fall. We're going up through the second hole, and then we're gonna feed up to the top and grab it. I'm just gonna hang it over here. I'm gonna swing over here to the front side. Now we can put these 2 wheels up top, and this cable goes over both of them, or both of them. Is it both or both? Once you have it, you can then feed it through the last hole. And before those bolts are even in, I'm just gonna screw it in place so I don't have to keep dealing with this wire. And now all the weight is taken here instead of this going up and down 6 billion times. So then I'm gonna take my bolt 7s, go back to the top, feed them through, 17 millimeter, I'm gonna tighten them down later. There we go. Huh? It's that easy. I can't imagine if you're short. I'm on my tiptoes. And I'm not the shortest dude on the planet. I don't have a way to push that up. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be the key. Can you put the bolt in? Hold on. There you go. Go. Nice. Now that I got my aluminum wheels in, I'm gonna take that top pin out so I can put my pin in, slide it over. You can do this at any time, but I've had machines where this one, if you don't put it in before, it's done. Once you seal that, it's game over. But this one's nice. You can simply unscrew the top. Now we're gonna take our bottom cord with just the eyelet here. We're gonna start feeding it through. You can do this with this plate on, but just for visuals, I was gonna leave it off. All the way through the frame, the seat, the frame, the other frame, and then it goes the second hole first, then loops back down to this hole. So I've already got my wheel down here. I'm gonna go through the back side. Make sure there's a little tab there. Make sure it goes on this side of the tab, not that side. That way it smoothly rolls, otherwise it's gonna get caught on this. It's a stopper to keep the wire in place. So you're gonna go underneath the wheel and then make sure it goes on the inside of the stopper and then feed up through the hole. Okay, then I'm gonna go up top and then feed back down through the bottom. So now we're gonna take that last big wheel, bolt number 8, and we're gonna put this through. The wire through goes on top of the wheel, in between the two. Feed it on through. Your metal piece, bam, goes down to the bottom. Wash your nut. We're gonna bring this back down. Bolt number 4, go through the frame on one side, thread on through, washer, and then nut, and bam, this one's in place. And all I gotta do is put a bolt number 8 through this bottom. All right, bolt number 8 through the bottom. So now I got my seat here, and bolt number 10 is the real short stubby one. There's 4 of these. You're gonna put them through on the bottom, and then you can tighten those already down. I'm gonna slide my seat support in, and I'm gonna take bolt number 6, 17 millimeter, and there's 2 of these right next to each other. Go and thread those in, washer on the bottom with the nut. Go ahead and tighten those down, 17 millimeter. Now we're gonna take our pad and bolt number 9, which is a lot longer than bolt 10. Go ahead and tighten those on down. All right, now we're gonna do the bottom plate. It's bolt 3 pretty much all the way around the perimeter, with bolt 5 in the middle where the 2 wheels go. So go ahead and start going through the frame. From experience, I found that it works if you go ahead and get a couple in and actually like put them with the washer and the nut on. Otherwise, it just wants to keep popping out every time you touch it, basically. All right, you should have only 2 bolts left. Bolt number 5 and 2 of these wheels. Last part. You're gonna go plastic insert. Make sure the cable is between the 2 wheels here in the center. So lift up, put a wheel in, bolt it on through. Same thing on the top. Put it through with the plastic piece on the outside. So you take your plastic piece, put it on the outside as an insert to keep that thing from shifting from side to side. Tighten all down. So this was how to assemble the Bells of Steel Lat Pulldown Low Row Combo freestanding machine. I hope this video helped you guys. Make sure you comment below. Was this video helpful? Did it help speed up time? Once again, give yourself about an hour, maybe an hour and a half for this awesome machine. And we hope this gets you guys gains even faster. Thank you guys so much.